Hi everyone, it's me Darlene. I am back with another row for our Scrappy strip quilt adventure. If you're not familiar with this series, there's a playlist link in the description of this video and also on the end screen. We are making our 7th row. It's row 7, but it doesn't mean it's going to be in any kind of order where it's number 7. We're just making a bunch of rows. I don't know how many. And tonight, I'm going to be showing you what I'm doing here at the table. I'm not taking you to the machine, and I'm trying to make this as easy as possible. And I think, some of you might be like, that's a lot of work. Some of you are probably going to love this. You need 6 10-inch squares. They can be all different. They can be all the same. I don't care. I have 2 of this color, pink, green, purple. I think maybe a small print is best, but it doesn't really matter, right? This is Scrappy. We're going to be putting a square into the center. I've done this before in the past, and I am going to do a whole row like this, and some of you probably have never seen this method. So you also need 6 3-inch squares. I'm going with all the same, but you can go with all different. I went and got my handy dandy ironing board. Take 1 10-inch square and 1 3-inch square. I'm going to show you the eyeballing method. If you don't like that method, I have another method. Now, I'm an eyeballer. I can see that's a little bit wider there. You want to just try to center it. Doesn't matter if it's perfect. But now we have a 10-inch square. We have a 3-inch square. So 10 minus 3 is 7. Half of 7 is 3.5. So if you want to just eyeball it, you can put your ruler down and say, okay, that's got to go over a little bit. So if it's 3.5 here, then you obviously have 3.5 there. That's perfect. And if you have 3.5 there, it's got to go this way a little tiny bit. All right, 3.5, 3.5, we're good. So once you eyeball it, you can take any piece of cardboard that has a straight edge, lay it down along the edge of your square under it. You're going to push this back and you're going to press with an iron like this. You're going to open it up. And then you would do that on all 4 sides. But let me show you the other method. Just cut a piece of cardboard 6.5 inches by 10 or longer. So 6.5, you can use a cereal box. 6.5 is going to leave me with 3.5, and that's what we need. So I'm going to show you this method. You can do the other method. And I'm going to press. Now, I had this even to this edge. I'm going to turn it. I'm going to do the same. I'm going to lay this evenly on that edge. I'm going to fold this back. I've got my 3.5 inches. If you're second guessing yourself, you can measure. You don't have to. And press. So you can see with your press marks, that's going to fit in there just fine. But let's also do it in the other direction. Putting this down, even to the edge. What am I doing? This here. Pressing. And layer cakes, they're not always square. So don't worry about it. We'll be doing some trimming anyway. Now, this way. Obviously, if you're left-handed, you're doing this a different way than I'm doing it. Pushing that back, and I'm pressing. Now, obviously, I'm flattening the lines that I just did, but that's all right. I don't know what you can see, but where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Right there. I can see my square right here. Yeah, I think you can see it maybe a little bit better if I'm tilting it this way. You'll be able to see it with your eyeballs. Now I'm going to put this, I don't have anything directional. I'm going to make all the squares go in the same direction. There's a little bit of direction there. Like this. You don't have to put a pin there or anything. Now I'm going to my machine. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to fold this over because we have that nice line. If you want, at this point, you can press again. I wanted to. That's why I did it. And then, you didn't have to turn it. I think you can see me better. I'm going to fold this one over too. And I'm going to press. So I'm going to the machine. I'm going to have one side folded over. I'm going to sew about 1/4 of an inch. Doesn't matter, don't worry about it. And then I will open that and I will fold this side over. And I'm going to sew 1/4 of an inch down. Now I have something that looks like this. See, the edges are trapped. Now on this side, some of you like to open your seams to press. If you have to do that to satisfy yourself, you can sometimes stick some scissors under there and you'd have to open that up. There's no way in hell I'm doing such a thing. I don't need that extra step. So I'm going to just press this, and you can decide, do you want those in or do you want those out? I tend to press them out this way. But I like to go here first and just, kind of finger press, kind of press like this a little bit. Now I'm going to the back. Make sure they're out. Yeah, nice. This is all good. I'm going to press them down. Now we're going to do the same thing in the other direction. And you want to make sure that, you don't flip any of these seams. I think you can handle it. They're out there. Now you're going to notice this is no longer 10 inches, but that's okay. You're still going to line one edge of your cardboard to the edge of this square. You're going to, see, we're right there with our centerpiece. Fold it back. I can see that my seams are still open the way I want, and I'm going to press. This is so easy, you guys. Once you start doing this, it's a quick way to have a big block but still something going on, something in the center. It's kind of cool. Now, putting it to the edge, I'm going to fold this. My seams are laying flat in the direction that I want. And I'm going to press, put a nice good press there. Now I'm doing the same thing. I'm going to the machine. I'm going to fold this over. I'm going to sew 1/4 of an inch. And I'll do the same on the other side. Now we have this, and once again, I like to finger press a little bit. I'm also making those go to the outside, like that. And now I'm going to press. Now the only waste is what's behind this. See, now this is 2 layers. If you were doing something bigger and you hated to waste this, you could always stick your scissors in there and cut that piece out, but I'm not doing that, certainly not for this size. Now, even though this is all the same print, it's very cool to see those lines. I just love it. I just love it. And it's very, very easy to do. I'm excited. So, these might end up being trimmed. I won't know until I have all 6 of mine done. So I'm going to end here. I'm going to do the other 6 with the other colors, and they're all going to have a blue center. I kind of like my center all being the same because I think it's going to, just kind of make the eyes say, oh, look at this row. It's got the centers the same, but different colors around. You don't have to do that. You're more than welcome to make all your centers different. Thanks so much for watching. I will have part 2 coming up shortly. I think in part 2, I'll just have all the blocks done and probably all sewn together. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe. Bye.